Bulavinaka, namaste and welcome to Her Story. I'm Temalesi and our show tonight brings us to Nadi. I'm joined by Nancy Cakacaka, also known as Auntie Nancy in this area. We are in Mataboliboli, Korita Manarodi Mataboliboli. Nancy is from Tavuki Island in Kandavu and she is also a senior pastor's wife. To many, she is more than just a pastor's wife. She is a mentor, a leader, and a woman devoted to shaping the next generation. Now, as the senior pastor's wife of the New Methodist Christian Fellowship Church, Auntie Nancy has dedicated her life to guiding young people, helping them grow stronger and wiser in their Christian faith. Thank you so much, Auntie Nancy, for inviting me to your home.
You're welcome.
It's a lovely home. And yes, you grew up in Mbua, Vono.
Yeah.
But you are from Kandavu,
Yeah.
and your mom lived here in Nadi.
Nadi, yes.
Can you explain to me how you ended up in Vono?
So because when I was young, because my mom and dad are separated, I mean, not together. Right. And then my grandfather, who was almost there with my mom, they took us. They took us to Vanuatu. And then we lived there in most of our times. So they, the upbringing from grandfather and grandmother, the love that we have was, it was awesome. Yeah.
So your parents separated when you have a twin sister.
I have a twin sister.
When you two were born, they had separated.
Yeah.
Then.
Yes.
How was that like growing up without?
Growing up without the parents, I didn't feel anything like that. But because we live with my grandfather and my grandmother, who the love was there. We didn't feel like we're missing our mom, we're missing our dad. So everything that we want as young until when we all right with 13 years old, so everything there was okay. So the love, anything that we want, they bring it. They have to get it for us.
How was it like living in the village?
Living in the village was way too good. Because even though, we have extended family, even though we have people that surround us, like the aunts, the uncle, the grandfathers, the grandmothers, the love there is way too good. Because we don't feel neglected. We don't feel that we are missing our mom and dad. Because our grandfather and our grandmother is like our father and mother to us.
Did you ever, think that you would look at at that age, young age, you would look at other children who had their parents while growing up? Did you ever feel like, they were better off, or because they had parents while you had to live with your grandfather? Did you ever?
Yeah. In some ways we do, but because when we need something, they're like, even when we want something, and then our grandfather has to struggle to get it, But the upbringing from my grandfather and grandmother was, it was like a big challenge and a big lesson. So when we grow up, as now, when I come to realize the upbringing that I have, grandfather and grandmother was way number one to me. Because the first thing they do is church. We have to go to church. We have to pray.
Now, how was your relationship with your twin sister growing up, living with your
good.
grandfather in Boa?
All good. Because, we do anything together.
Yeah.
We do everything together. And the thing is that my grandmother and my grandfather, when they sew something, they buy something, we have to be like in the same thing, same color dress, same color shoes.
Of course.
Everything is colored, it's the same.
Twinning.
Right? Yeah, twinny.
Well, thank you for that, Auntie Nancy. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this short break. This is Her Story. I'm Temalesi Vono with Auntie Nancy.
Every day, thousands of Fijians turn to one place to know what is happening, for the stories that matter, for the moments that bring us together, for the news you trust. Recognized by BBC Media Action Research as one of Fiji's most trusted news sources, that place is Fiji Village. And because Fiji keeps moving, so do we. We've listened to how you read, watch and listen, what you love, what you want more of, and what could simply be easier. And now the wait is over. The new Fiji Village website is now live. Built with you in mind, made smarter, made faster, made for the way you connect with us every day. No more searching for your favorite videos. Watch Now brings everything together in one place, ready when you are. Missed your favorite radio show? Head to Listen, your home for live radio, podcasts and audio content whenever it suits you. Sports fans can now get live scores faster with our new scoreboard feature. Need a story explained? Ask AI is there to help as well. And reading late into the night? Switch on dark mode and scroll in comfort. The same trusted news now with a smarter, easier experience built for you. Fiji Village, your trusted news provider.
Welcome back to Her Story. I'm Temalesi Vono and I'm joined by Auntie Nancy Cakacaka, Senior Pastor's wife and youth church leader for New Christian Methodist Fellowship here in Koroitamana Road in Matabuliwoli, Nadi. Now, Auntie Nancy, you grew up in Bua, raised by your grandfather, and you moved to Nadi at what age?
I moved to Nadi at 1983.
1983.
Yeah, 1983. I moved into Nadi because of further studies. So one thing that my grandfather said to me before I leave from the village, make sure when you go to church. So make sure everything you do, you pray. So that was the only thing he said.
The values,
when I came in, yeah. So when I came in, meeting my mother and living with my mother was way like I'm missing my grandfather. But to live with my grandmother, it was okay because she supported and everything she gave was like, with my mom. And then I started 1983, I started schooling from 83 to 84 in Nadi College, and then I moved into Bar Methodist High School because of boarding school. From there, then I moved back to Nadi to do my commercial studies. So I did commercial studies for 2 years before I find a job. So when I work in a resort. It was like a big challenge because when I was young, like at age of 13, I committed to the church thing. That year 13, When I was 13 years of age, I gave my life. I was so committed in all of the church activities and everything. So when I moved into the island to work, that was when things are falling into like, I was dead. Right. Like I would say I was dead. But lucky this God that his eyes and his love is there and seeing me through all the way.
So those were the years of temptation.
Yes, temptation and everything.
Peer pressure.
Resort life is
it's
there.
A different life.
It's different. So when I started from there and I find my husband, and because I was praying in the church, in this church youth group, and then when we decided, and then we said, okay, we have to pray for our husband. So I pray for my husband.
Yes.
I pray. So I tell God, I want this man to be your man, because one thing that I desire is for the man of God to stand up, and to preach. That was my like, like I like them to stand and preach, and then everybody to sit down and watch and listen, It was good, So then when we met, he was away, like opposite side altogether. Right. Yeah. So then one day when I pray, and then I asked God, God, like my prayer was like that. I ask you to give me this man, and then you give me this man that drink a lot and love his smoke and love his socializing and love his friend. But that was good.
That was a challenge for you.
He listened to prayers, He listened very well. So he made him change from there to that life to this life where he is now.
You met your husband while in the tourism industry.
Yeah.
Now, how long were you in the tourism industry?
25 years.
25
From
years.
1991 I was in the resort until 2018 when I resigned to move to the Cook Island.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
traveled overseas.
I traveled overseas to work.
Right.
And finish up there from 5 years.
So just the fact that you were talking about how you prayed for your husband.
Yes. So I was like, every time when they said, give us this, man, the best thing is that you have to pray.
And how did you feel when God finally answered your prayer?
He answered prayer.
How did you feel?
Feel all right.
Amazing.
Amazing. He's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what is one lesson that you can take from your marriage?
Okay,
that
take
you'd
from
like
my
to share
marriage. Yeah,
to-
I wanted to share to the young ones, to the young marriage life, who has their partners. Sometimes, like they need in these divorcing times, or one thing is that they have to hear each other. They have to be good and hear each other. And another thing is to be polite to each other. No socializing. They will just have to sit down and pray together. That would be nice.
That's the secret.
Yeah, that's the secret.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now stay with us. We'll be back after this short break. This is Her Story. I'm Temalesi Vono, joined by Auntie Nancy.
Bula Fiji villagers, we've had a bit of a glow up and we know some of you are probably wondering, hey wait, where did the videos go? Don't worry, we didn't hide them. The video section has a brand new name and it's now called Watch. That means all your favorite videos and shows are now in one place and easier to find. Want your Fiji Village Straight Talk with VG and Orion? It's there. Looking for Ndrending Amotengu? It's there too. Latest videos? Yep, all there. Don't miss the Watch section on Fiji Village, your trusted news provider for the latest videos, stories, and shows all in one place. Go and have a look and tell us what you're watching first.
Welcome back to Her Story. I'm Temalesi Vono and I'm joined by Auntie Nancy Cakacaka. Now, Auntie Nancy, you are a senior pastor's wife in the New Methodist Christian Fellowship. How long have you been in the church and what do you do here at home?
We joined the church at 2016, if I'm right. So they're back in the island. So we call that side was when we looked after the island zone.
Which island? The
Plantation.
Plantation Island.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when we moved in, because I resigned from 2018 and he has to retire, so we have to live there and come in to here. So when we come in here, we still join that island resort, but then we move into the zone up there, which is a Vutolevu zone. From last April, I think April or May, we have this conference in Suva. So that conference was like a new appointment to everybody. So all senior pastors has to move in all places. So we were chosen to look after this zone, the Nadi English, yeah.
I noticed, so this morning, because I just live with my cousin up the road for now, I walked past to go to the shop and there was a church sermon happening at your...
In here.
In here?
Yeah.
So this has always been the place where they would gather for church sermons?
Yeah, every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday we have, today was our mission Sunday.
Yes.
So it's like the beginning of the beginning of the first Sunday of every month. So we have our mission Sunday. So mission Sunday was today, we have it here. Yeah. That's why when you walk past, you see us like the singing, the dancing, the praising with all these young people. Yeah.
Yes, that's another thing I noticed. There were a lot of young people. So the work you do with the youths, like what kind of work do you do?
Actually, we are just looking after the youth. I mean, as a congregation, we have a zone to look after, and we have a congregation that has moved in slowly But normal is the youth are coming in, eh? Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
right.
So what is our target is to get this youth more to know more about how to go into, to do the church thing. Yeah.
Is it easy for you to communicate with them, or is it?
Very easy and more understandable. They are very good because, it's in the church, we only have one direction, eh?
Yes.
So we can't do things like just like that. We have to let our leader know, our leader as a new Methodist leader, we have to let them know that we are doing something. Yeah, we have to follow direction. So every Monday, every Wednesday, every Monday is our leaders training. So we don't do any training elsewhere. We do this every Monday to do our leaders training. So it's there. It's only them to give us direction, and then we do.
With the high cases of drugs, drug-related cases, the HIV, a lot of youths come from mainly broken homes. And you personally, you grew up in that kind of environment. Well, of course, you were raised up by your grandfather, but your parents separated just when you had just come into this world. A lot of youths, they take that and they struggle to feel loved in their own homes, which was not the case for you. But for the youth, what could be your message to them, or what could you tell them? What can you tell them?
Yeah, I'm sure it's just the upbringing from home, eh? It's just the parents from home. Like me, I don't feel anything because my grandfather and my grandmother are bringing us as the way it is. Eh? Go to church every Sunday, yes. So Sunday is just our church day. We don't go anywhere. We don't play. We don't go anywhere. Sunday is us just to stay home, from home to church, church to home. So I'm sure the upbringing from that time is now where I feel that I'm okay now, and I would like to pass it on to my kids, my two boys, they're teenagers, and passing on to the youth that we have in here, for them to know more, to look after themselves well, just to be there, so they know the good and the bad.
As a mom, do you ever get worried that they might go the wrong
Yeah,
direction?
sometimes because when we with friends, eh? So because my little one has a lot of friends, in school, he's still schooling in school. He has a lot of friends. So what we do when he go out to there to with my sister's house, I can make sure at this time you have to be back. So that time he has to be back. Otherwise, I'll call. If he's there, he's coming. Okay, he's on his way. Yeah.
Thank you for that, Auntie Nancy. Now, can you just share a message to the youths who might be watching, who are watching your show this evening, especially to the little girls as well?
So my message, I mean, just to listen to mom and dad. The Bible doesn't lie. The Bible is saying that obey your parents, obey your mom and your dad. Said to the kids that are listening now, or maybe the youth that are listening, just obey your parents and your mom and dad, and then you'll feel good. Like after that, you will know what to do. Go to church, yes. Join the church activities, yes. Don't go to the world. You might feel, because there, the devil is already there, They are just waiting for people to come there. Okay, come here. But to go to church, yes, you'll feel loved. And to the parents, to just to monitor their kids well and give them the love that they need. Yeah.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Auntie Nancy. Auntie Nancy, thank you so much for being part of this show. Thank you for inviting me to your home. And thank you for joining us. This has been Auntie Nancy's story on Her Story. I'm Temalesi Vono. Have a great evening.